right, everybody, welcome to the 4-week Gut Renew Protocol Challenge. I'm excited to teach you some of the basics of gut health that are going to make big differences in your digestive system and how you're processing. So today, our topic is going to be mealtime habits. There are 4 things that we need to pay attention to every time we sit down to eat a meal. The first thing is number 1, when you eat, you should be sitting. I want you to take a nice deep breath, and you're going to take 3 deep breaths to kind of help relax your body, okay? When you breathe, it triggers the vagus nerve, which is part of our calming nervous system, or also known as our rest and digest nervous system, to activate. Rest and digest, okay? If you're eating on the go, driving in a car, walking, talking, if you're actively moving, your brain is thinking about keeping you functioning and safe in survival, okay? So I want you to be sitting when you eat, and you should be taking a few deep breaths before you start inhaling your food, okay? Slow and steady. That's step number 1, okay? Number 2. So 1 is breathe. Number 2 is going to be chew, okay? So you're going to chew your food. I want you to take a bite of food. You're going to chew it 20 times. You're going to let it turn into a big pile of mush in your mouth that it's so mushy that a baby could swallow it without choking. The reason why is our saliva has enzymes in there that start the breakdown of the food. 1, this also increases surface area. So you're chewing, chewing, chewing. This way, when it gets lower down the path, it's got more surface area for our enzymes and our stomach acid to kind of do its job to break down the food. Okay, so just to review, number 1, we're breathing, we're sitting. Number 2, we're chewing our food 20 times, take a bite, chew 20 times, put it down, and then move on. Okay, it should take you about 20 minutes to eat your meal on average. Number 3, to help your digestive system, I want you to take apple cider vinegar with all of your meals. Okay, 1 tablespoon in 2 ounces of water. It's about a shot's worth amount. I want you to follow with a sip of plain water because you want to wash the acid out of your mouth and out of your esophagus, okay? This is going to help your digestive system. You can do this before the meal. You can do this right in the middle of your meal. You can do it right after your meal. You can do it at the end of the day. You can do it first thing in the morning. I don't care when you do it, but for this particular week and for this 4-week challenge, you're going to do it at every single meal, okay? That may mean that you have to bring some apple cider vinegar to work with you. Buy another bottle. The one that I like is Bragg's. It has the cloudiness on the bottom. That means it has the fermentation, which has good probiotics, okay? If you take apple cider vinegar and you have pain, or you have like really uncomfortable cramping or pain in your belly, please reach out to me. We have to come up with a new solution for you because that is not a good option. Okay, so that's number 3 is apple cider vinegar with every single meal. And then number 4, with that, we're going to talk about liquids at mealtime. You should not be drinking a lot of liquid during your meal, especially plain water, okay? If you're going to drink anything, it should be enough to sip just to get through the meal, but you want to keep your juices active. If you're chugging a bunch of water or chugging a bunch of liquid, you're going to be diluting your stomach juices. It's going to take you longer to digest, okay? So when you're hydrating, you should be drinking 30 minutes before your meal and 1 hour after. Only sip is needed to get you through the meal. And if you are drinking, make sure it's something with lemon in it, or maybe apple cider vinegar in your water, or maybe it's a broth, because broth has nutrients in there. It's not going to totally dilute. You can drink broth as your beverage at dinner, which is great too. Okay, so just to review, you're breathing and you're sitting. You're letting your body prepare. Number 2, you're going to chew. This is going to make it easier down the road. Number 3, apple cider vinegar with every single meal. That may mean bringing apple cider vinegar to work with you. Number 4, do not drink a lot of liquids during your meal. Let's start here. I'm excited to show you some things to look ahead to. My next video is going to be about constipation and pooping. We're going to talk another in-depth video about how to hydrate properly. And then number 4, we're going to talk about poop and look at a stool chart about what your poop should look like. And given the scenarios that you're in, what should you do to help you balance your bowel situations better? And then we'll also, later this week, I'm going to give you some recipes, and we're going to give you a look ahead of some foods that you can put on your shopping list, because in 1 week, we're going to start introducing some new foods into your diet that are going to help heal your gut, and then tell you about which ones you should be avoiding so that we can facilitate a healing environment. Let me know if you have any questions, comment below. I'm excited to hear your feedback on how this changes your digestive system.